Your company's economy runs on how happy you keep your customers, employees, suppliers. With so many strategies out there, how could we harness the best to exceed the expectations of all stakeholder groups? The solution? A single window process. A single source which harnesses best practices from across the globe and across industries. Radiating excellence and a new improved way of setting soaring standards. With an organisational mission to create extraordinary value for our stakeholders, we created a signature strategy, a process which successfully enabled 98.72% positive customer satisfaction, 92% employee satisfaction, 92% of contract renewal and an 87.84% increase in supplier performance. This is the JIC Signature Strategy for Organisational Excellence at Work. It all started with our formal benchmarking project, which enabled us to create the 5A process. We initiated a benchmarking project to develop a single window process for multi-level stakeholder engagement with the strategic objective to engage and align stakeholders of all levels towards organisational goals. A benchmarking advisor, 6 team leaders and their teams worked on this project to ensure implementation through change management, a core project sponsored by the Managing Director of JIC. The 5A process creates healthy stakeholder engagement, anticipate stakeholder needs, analyse through feedback process, activate operational planning, align through engagement process, achieve desired excellence. We anticipated stakeholder needs through market research, stakeholder meetings, adhering to social and legal commitments and infusing past experience. To get a pulse on what all our stakeholders really wanted, we created a 3-level feedback system. Operational planning was implemented by clear objective setting, effective resources planning, taste bud compliance, structured supplier management and ethical procurement. Alignment of stakeholders was done through training and knowledge sharing, regular performance review, audits, and finally recognition through an exclusive awarding process. Finally, this structured method ensured the achievement of desired excellence, the key benefits of which included recruitment of multi-ethnic cooks, standardization of JIC recipes, centralized purchasing, structured stakeholder engagement, and social involvement. Performance of this process was monitored throughout the project implementation through monthly review meetings. And process agility was ensured through our structured change management processes by understanding the internal and external risks, the effectiveness of which was highly evident through the involvement of 82% stakeholders at the initial consulting. Today, 88% of our stakeholders are highly satisfied with the implementation of the 5A process. And 95% of our stakeholders have a clear understanding of the strategic implementation behind it. The results coming up next is evidence of how our signature strategy generated excellence across the board. Customer satisfaction increased by 12% from 86.54% in 2010 to 98.72% in 2016. Contract renewal sustained 92%. Staff involvement increased to 79% in 2016 from 61.3% in 2012. 88.72% employee retention achieved. 92% employee satisfaction achieved. Supplier performance increased to 87.84% from 80%. A 300% increase in the supplier growth from 12 suppliers in 2010 to 50 suppliers in 2016. JIC's involvement in corporate social responsibility-led activities increased from 2 to 16 over the past 6 years. Our quality management performance increased and our non-conformance rates decreased from 107 to 19 over the past 5 years. Financial benefits included a reduction in food costs by 25% compared to 74% in the year 2010. Purchase costs went down by 7% compared to the 2010 purchase. Our signature strategy was developed internally by involving stakeholders in all aspects of the organisation to ensure organisational excellence at all levels. The signature strategy uplifted about 350 employees, 50 suppliers and 9,000 customers of JIC to a better, more efficient way of doing business. The JIC signature strategy was implemented using a 3-tier methodology. 1. Organisational objectives were derived from the vision. 2. They were further disseminated into the department objectives, and finally they were integrated into the individual objectives for easy implementation and understanding. JIC's feedback system is prompt and effective, and they don't just seek feedback, they understand our requirements in detail and ensure to exceed our expectations. For example, the recruitment of multi-ethnic cooks was really an icing on the cake for expats like me who miss our home foods.
JIC holds us to high standards and helps us to serve them better, apart from excelling on our own. They monitor, reward our performance and encourage us to push boundaries.
JIC में मेरी एक आवाज़ है, मेरे आइडियाज़ और सजेशंस को सुना जाता है और मुझे ट्रेनिंग और सोशल एक्टिविटीज़ में भी इंगेज किया जाता है और मैं अपनी कंपनी के डेवलपमेंट में एक अहम पार्ट प्ले करता हूँ.
It's exciting to witness and experience world-class excellence on JIC's तरफ. We have worked very hard to make sure that we push the envelope on excellence. Today our stakeholders are satisfied and urged to look forward on the next level of sustained excellence.
JIC has gone from strength to strength, making ever award count as motivation to build new pathways of excellence. The future, as always, is promising when all your stakeholders are on board and involved in sustaining excellence. That's the JIC signature strategy at work, a mantra for consistent excellence and growth. We are Al Jazeera International Catering LLC.